Why do some of the wealthiest people dress simply and avoid flashy lifestyles? You see them in plain t-shirts, driving older cars, and you'd never guess they're millionaires. Meanwhile, others deep in debt flaunt designer brands, chasing an image of wealth. Here's the truth. Real wealth isn't about what you show, it's about what you keep. Today, we're diving into why looking broke might be the smartest financial move you can make, and the 7 surprising benefits of a low-key lifestyle. Forget the Lamborghinis and Rolexes. The real flex is financial freedom. Let's break down the real benefits of living below your means and playing the long game. Let's start with lifestyle inflation, a silent threat to your financial future that creeps in as your income grows. It's the tendency to upgrade your lifestyle every time you get a raise or a bonus, convincing yourself you deserve more because you're earning more. The urge to spend more as you earn more is powerful, and it's everywhere: new gadgets, fancier dinners, bigger apartments. But this cycle can quietly drain your wealth before you even realize it. The truly wealthy know this is a trap. They understand that real financial security comes from resisting these temptations, not giving in to them. Just because you can afford something doesn't mean you should buy it. Every purchase is a choice between instant gratification and long-term growth. When you stop caring about impressing others, you break free from this cycle. You start living for yourself, not for the approval of strangers or friends. That raise? It becomes fuel for investments, not liabilities. Instead of spending more, you put your money to work, letting it grow quietly in the background. Poor people often try to look rich, chasing status symbols and expensive brands to prove their worth. Meanwhile, the rich are comfortable looking poor. They know that true wealth isn't about appearances, it's about freedom and security. Every dollar not spent on a depreciating asset is a dollar that can work for you. Drive a 10-year-old car, invest the difference, and you're making a smart trade-off that pays off over time. Watch your wealth grow steadily, compounding year after year, while others are stuck on the treadmill of spending. The key is shifting your mindset from consumer to investor. It's about building assets, not collecting liabilities. Reject lifestyle inflation, let your bank account grow, not your ego. True confidence comes from financial independence, not flashy purchases. By looking poor, you're actually laying the foundation for real, lasting wealth. You're building something solid, not just a facade. It's about playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, thinking several moves ahead and setting yourself up for a future most people only dream about. When you stop spending to impress others, you finally take control of your financial life. Instead of worrying about keeping up appearances, you start making choices that actually benefit your future self. You become intentional with every dollar, and your money starts working for you, not against you. People who look broke often have a massive savings rate, quietly building a fortress of security. They're not showing off, but behind the scenes they're stacking up savings, investing, and preparing for whatever life throws their way. With a year's expenses saved, you can walk away from toxic jobs or take risks without fear. You have the power to say no to situations that don't serve you, and yes to opportunities that excite you because you know you have a financial cushion to fall back on. True financial control isn't about image, it's about freedom. It's about sleeping well at night, knowing you're not chained to debt or a paycheck. It's about having the peace of mind to make choices based on your values, not your bank balance. Those who look rich are often one missed paycheck from disaster, trapped by their own expenses. The pressure to maintain a certain lifestyle can be overwhelming, and it keeps them stuck in a cycle of stress and uncertainty. Focus on your savings rate, not your spending rate. The more you save, the more options you create for yourself. Every bit you set aside is a step toward a life where you call the shots. Every dollar saved is a soldier working for you through investments. Over time, these small choices add up, building wealth and security that compound year after year. Looking poor lets you focus on your financial freedom number, the amount you need to live off your investments forever. It's not about deprivation, but about prioritizing your long-term goals over short-term pleasures. You're not chasing a feeling, you're working toward a finish line. Every milestone you hit brings you closer to a life where money is no longer a source of stress but a tool for freedom. Every smart choice brings you closer to freedom. Each time you resist the urge to spend on things you don't need, you're investing in your future self and building a life on your own terms. You're buying your independence, one decision at a time. That's real control, the kind that lasts and the kind that truly sets you free. Humility is a quiet superpower in a world obsessed with attention. When you stop seeking validation from possessions, your self-worth comes from within. Flaunting wealth often masks insecurity. Living simply builds real confidence. You focus on relationships, health, and growth, not the next luxury item. True happiness comes from small joys, not fleeting purchases. Humility keeps you hungry to learn and open to new ideas. When your identity isn't tied to your net worth, setbacks are just problems to solve. You know your value isn't your bank balance. By choosing to look poor, you build a richer inner life and resilient character. You trade the fragile ego of materialism for quiet confidence. You're not just building wealth, you're building who you are, and that's the one asset no one can take away. Looking rich paints a target on your back: envy, scams, and even danger. When you stand out for your wealth, you invite all kinds of attention, not all of it good. People notice, and not always for the right reasons. Flaunting wealth can strain relationships and attract opportunists. Friends may start to see you differently, and some might only stick around for what you can offer them, not for who you are. Living modestly keeps you relatable and your connections genuine. People are drawn to authenticity, and when you're not showing off, it's easier to build trust and real friendships. Scammers and fraudsters look for flashy targets. You fly under the radar. When you don't advertise your wealth, you're less likely to be singled out by those with bad intentions. Expensive watches and cars can make you a target for theft. Thieves are always on the lookout for easy marks, and flashy possessions make you stand out in a crowd. A low-key life brings peace and security. You're not constantly guarding your stuff. You can relax knowing you're not drawing unwanted eyes or putting yourself at risk. Looking poor filters out fake friends. Those who stick around value you, not your wallet. The people who remain in your life are there for you, not for what you own. It's self-preservation, protecting your money, relationships, and peace of mind. You're not just avoiding risk. You're making sure your life is built on solid ground. You get to live quietly, without the drama that comes with being a walking billboard for wealth. There's freedom in not having to impress anyone or worry about being targeted. The best lives are built in peace, far from prying eyes. When you're not in the spotlight, you can focus on what truly matters: your happiness and well-being. You're not seeking attention, you're building a life. Your energy goes into your passions, your growth, and the people you care about, not into keeping up appearances. And that's the real win. True satisfaction comes from living on your own terms, not from impressing others. Stay under the radar and let your life speak for itself. In the end, it's the quiet confidence and peace that matter most. Stealth wealth is all about silent compounding. Instead of spending to show off, you invest and let your assets grow quietly. Like planting a tree, your investments need time and patience to flourish. No one's asking about your portfolio, so you avoid emotional, short-sighted decisions. You detach your ego from market swings and stick to your plan. Looking rich is temporary, being rich is lasting. Cars and clothes fade, but investments compound for decades. Embrace the silence. Let your wealth be your secret. Build for freedom, not applause. Quietly, you're creating generational wealth. That's the power of letting your money work in the dark. Ironically, looking poor impresses the people who matter most. Flashy lifestyles attract shallow approval. Modesty attracts mentors, partners, and investors. The truly successful spot discipline and foresight, not designer brands. Living below your means signals intelligence and long-term thinking. Real opportunities come to those who value substance over style. Mentors and investors trust people who are responsible, not reckless. Your modesty becomes a powerful signal of character. You attract people who can genuinely help you grow. Build your network with substance, not flash. Impress the right people, and doors will open. The greatest benefit? Quiet, unshakable confidence. It's not about external validation, it's about knowing you're secure and self-reliant. Your confidence comes from discipline, not possessions. Every smart financial choice is a vote for your future self. You're in control of your impulses and your vision. This confidence is magnetic. People notice, even if they can't explain why. You don't need to prove anything, you're centered and calm. Looking poor isn't deprivation, it's a strategy for real self-esteem. You're building a life of substance, security, and freedom from the inside out. You're not just financially rich, you're mentally and emotionally rich too. That's the ultimate flex. Looking poor is about more than saving money. It's redefining success. It's about control, humility, safety, and building real confidence. You're trading short-term appearances for long-term freedom. Invest in yourself, not in the opinions of others. The richest people often look the simplest. Prioritize your savings rate over your social status. In the end, it's what you build in silence that defines your future. Thanks for watching my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in my next video.